Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Minnesota Vikings taking on the Greenbay Packers.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Make it happen! So here the new look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his fourth NFL season, Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Hello, Kane. Good to see you. And hello, everybody. Happy New Year to everybody here as we are doing our final Sunday night live stream of 2023. Hope everybody is having a great holiday weekend. Good to see you, Kane. Hope you're doing well. Just wrapped up watching the Minnesota Vikings play the Packers. And of course we get an interception. Typical. I understand. I know other people are going to be going live as well. Appreciate you being here.
But I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had three other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought two of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led out by the rookie, picked 164th in this past draft out of BYU, Jaron Hall.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Hall. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
I'm doing okay. Hope you're doing well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Hall.
I'm kind of glad that the holidays are going to be over with.
Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense.
Yep, that's what I've been doing. In fact, I'm working on a video right now for the Railroad channel.
Hey, you guys got the turnover.
Hopefully I'll have it done by tomorrow afternoon. If not, I'll have it out sometime this week.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. He'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage.
Okay.
Make this kid think a little bit.
Nice.
Because in college, he's seen a lot of things.
It's a good hobby.
Get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On the toss, Madison. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's
so we got 10 more minutes until 2024, and the Vikings are about to ready to score a touchdown.
Now a handoff to Chandler, trying to bounce it outside, but he's only
hopefully we
able to
can
get
stop
it
him.
back
It's
to the
3rd and goal.
scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come
Focal
up with
pop
something better
to
here on 3rd
or
and
if I
goal.
want when I get one.
So stuff for no
Cool.
gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this
A lot of people
distance.
collect those things.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass.
It's a nice hobby to have.
I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room. Sprint him out to one side or the other.
Here we go.
Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
So they're going to be making a field goal with 9 minutes to go.
To get in there and drop him.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about
Okay,
that. And this is
nice.
a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. On the counter, here's Jones.
Get the first down. There we go.
To the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8. On the delay, Jones. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And all right, Kane.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion right is Osborne. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead
4 minutes until 2024. Only 4 minutes left of 2023.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On to throw it. They'll find Osborne here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6. Gonna run with Madison again. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Joseph Grow, woo, good to see ya. 2 more minutes until 2024. Good to see ya, Joseph. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. Good to see ya.
Now Hall. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Joseph's got it.
Happy New Year. Woohoo.
6-0.
1 more minute. Let's go.
Interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there.
And
he's been loose with the football.
On that note,
interceptions on the first couple of drives as they start again here. We'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10.
Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you all for being here. You guys are awesome. Happy New Year 2024 has arrived.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he gets 4
Happy New Year.
Woo. For a couple, it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's able to get the first
down. Let's go.
He's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36
Hug
now,
Nora.
1st and 10.
Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate the hugs.
Again, it's Jones. 40-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now.
So I see the Steelers won over the week versus against the Seahawks. Congratulations there, Joseph.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Big game.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like with the runners. It appears that he's been waiting all
and he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
My sister's in New York. Nice. I bet she's having a good time right now.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To throw now. Here's Love.
No, there we go.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion.
Yeah, I think they did. Thank you, Nora. We need to beat Ravens to make the playoff, I think. I don't remember.
Second down, it's Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe.
Maybe.
And into Viking territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the
I did
sticks.
see the schedule. They did announce the schedule tonight on NBC.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
So next weekend, I will be streaming Saturday and Sunday of next weekend. Next weekend will be next Saturday will be the Steelers versus the Ravens at 4:30, and Houston Texans versus the Colts at 8:15. So once those 2 games are done, I will be streaming them right here. Then next Sunday, week 18, will be Buffalo and Miami next Sunday night. There is no Monday Night Football game tomorrow night, so I will not be streaming.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it
Come
on 4th.
on.
They're going to try a second time. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
I have to be careful from now on. No more distractions. But yep.
His guy's going here on 4th down. Here's Love.
There we go.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
So yep, there is no football game tonight, Monday night, January 1st, 2024. Say that 10 times fast. Due to the college football games, so there will be no NFL games on. And I don't know if I will be streaming a game on Thursday, since there's probably not going to be an NFL Prime game. I will be doing my normal Tuesday night stream. Tuesday night, 10 o'clock Eastern time. So I will be kind of making announcements, kind of reminding everybody this week as we move on. And there probably is going to be an announcement next weekend as well.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and a couple.
One year my nephew ran into Brandon Marshall. He got his autograph. Well, that's cool. That's very cool.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
First down. Yepers.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
All the way home. Let's go.
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. An inside give to Jones.
It should be a touchdown.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Jones.
Get in there.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Really, dude?
Loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Running up the middle, that's all we need.
2nd and goal. Dillon will score. Touchdown, Packers.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, but I enjoy it. Glad you got 24.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Anders Carlson now for the point after. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
I don't know. I thought that was pretty interesting. I ended up winning that game last night.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now come the Vikings. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays...
Happy New Year, Boral Heart. Good to see you.
You're thinking touchdown almost
Hope you're doing well.
Because everything's so high powered.
Hopefully the future is brighter.
But you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Back to throw, Hall.
There we go.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback.
Under pressure.
2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing here is Hall.
Interception. There we go. All the way home. Let's go.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points.
And that's how the cookie crumbles, my friends.
We've seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Up the middle, Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the close fist of the referee.
Fourth and inches.
That means fourth down. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said
we just needed the first down. That's all we needed.
If I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Greenbay score. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Hall. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Here's Madison running on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Hall. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
You have to work on New Year's Day? That's no fun. At least you'll get done by Monday Night Raw comes on.
So from the 36 now, first
unless you have to. What? It's like a half-hour ride home?
Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another good completion on the drive.
I definitely will be watching Monday Night Raw for sure.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good
Since there is no football games, NBA football, excuse me, NFL football games on.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll go Madison up the middle. There's a nice move. And now running right through it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he's down inside the 15. Now a give to Madison. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, 14 yards. And the Vikings are back within a couple of the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well.
I'll try again here.
We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the
Come on.
goal, get a couple of first downs.
We got work to do.
Run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a second down throw for Love here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Patrick Jones from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down.
First down.
They reach the 50. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Nicely done.
Now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now throw there by Love, pulled in by Reed. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The give is to Jones. And nothing doing. He's
nothing on that play. Nothing.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And at the 7-yard line,
first down.
The catch is made. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Jones again, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3
Sure, I go ahead and run it up the middle, and I get sacked.
Bring him down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here comes Reed. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. He's had it working pretty well here in this first half up until that last drive when he put it on the turf, Charles.
So I don't think they want to overreact to that fumble, because now you've got a guy that's played so well. You don't want to take him and limit his effectiveness by worrying about it too much. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we saw him next week at meetings. He'd have a football with him at all times.
2nd down and 6 now. Love now. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Love. Oh, and that is incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this one is right through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And now out comes Minnesota. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the handoff, it's Madison, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Third and 2. Off play action. Hall. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Now Carlson for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Hall throwing after the interception. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Hall. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Madison. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now he's flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Hall. And he fends him off. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw again. Ball. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Hall now on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Jones going to have a Packers 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Again, it's Jones. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 112 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Two-minute warning.
And we've
in the
hit
first
the
half.
Mark in this first half of action.
Twisted Dart, good to see you. Happy New Year to you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. If there's a Dart, there should be a Wolfie, right?
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively, nearly had the interception, but it's second down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway.
Unless he's taking his nap. I understand it, and if he's taking his nap for the new year.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
Oh, shoot.
That would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. Play action this time with Love. He's going to launch.
There we go. All the way home.
And that will be incomplete.
First down.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly.
No, that should have been a first down. What happened?
That's some good closing speed there defensively.
I'm okay. Hope you have a great new year. Right now he is dealing with the puppy. Aww.
Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
The three straight incompletions. They don't care.
Tell him I said hi.
They're going to go for it on fourth. They will throw again here with Jordan Love.
Shoot.
Intercepted for the third time thus far. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's what I heard. I'm sorry to hear about that.
Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that side.
I'm really sorry to hear about that.
He's been a little loose and
no fun.
with the football here in the first half. Now maybe it's not
especially on Christmas.
But still, 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
He stopped over on Tuesday when I was live. He was behaving himself.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
You just get better, and once you get better, you just do your thing. And
throwing again on second down. Hall finds his tight end Oliver here outright.
Give him a good old smack for me, will ya?
And he's going to
love you, Wolfie.
Across the 30-yard line. Now Hall throwing on first down. This goes out wide from Madison. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
All right, Dard, thank you so much. Happy New Year to you. I'm sure I'll see you again. You have a good one. Appreciate you for stopping in.
Where you don't have a guy open, swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, you got it. Sure will. All right, thank you.
This one caught by Osborne, right side. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again.
I missed tackle.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Wow, really?
Get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Hall to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Joseph is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Hall to Jefferson on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready. 33. Kill him.
Going on the ground with Madison. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Addison. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll run with Madison. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
We dominate today.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Hall. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Hall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
They'll run it with Madison. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Hall. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Hall. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw. Hall. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings have cut the lead back down to 2. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. Escapes the defender. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's a big play there for Greenbay. And even 40 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
123 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Off the play fake, Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs
from 19 yards away. And the Packers have moved out in front.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hall on 1st down.
Open man is Osborne.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down.
Hall. Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Here's Hall. Addison hauls it in.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now it's Hall.
Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Second and 9. Addison will go in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Pass complete to Addison.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it.
And that will bring the deficit back down to 3.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, Does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Let's go, come on!
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
Oh, good move. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Running right, Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Love, they go play action now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Love throwing for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Hall. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Ball to throw it. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing here is Hall. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's Madison running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hall. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. Back to throw, Hall. Completes this to Addison out left. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Ready, 45, white.
Hall. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down.
The coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling, because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting.
It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he's taken down inside the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here we go. 10 flat.
On 1st and 10, Love. Gonna throw deep for the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Love. Touchdown!
Christian Watson,
28 yards.
and the Packers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Love going to throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
because you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They go play action here on first down.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll go Madison up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right?
To throw it is Hall on 1st and 10.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Hall. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a give to Madison. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Hall. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Carlson on for the extra point.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
Here's Hall throwing after the interception. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Hall.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Hall.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hall now throwing on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Oliver. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and a yard. Back to throw. Hall eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Chandler.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Chandler is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. And Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
An inside give to Jones. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run again with Dillon, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is...
The pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
Now Hall throwing to start the drive. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Rashawn Gary, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The throw over the middle taken in. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Oh, the return is Reed. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Hall.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Hall.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Hall on first down. Open is Powell. That's complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hall got his man complete over the middle. That's Chandler. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 37. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd and 10, Hall. Middle of the field to Jefferson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Ready, 53.
Operating from the gun. Hall. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going for the deep ball.
And that's going to be incomplete.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Ready.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Ready. 50 red. 50 red.
Again, it's Dillon.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Love with a give to Dillon.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Love now. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Black, 95.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Pass caught here by Osborne.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. To throw it is Hall on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw. Hall.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And they're innocent to 12. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
Get it. There we go. There we go.
Recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before
maybe next time.
The toe to the leather on that one.
All right, cool.
Getting that done, slim
that
and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just
should
leave the door.
do it, folks.
I think we're down to none. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they are really in the
run the clock down, and we will call it a night.
The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
They managed to break it.
Of course, Minnesota's going to run their timeouts on me. It's fine. It's fine.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And down to the 36-yard line here. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
One more timeout left. Gotta get the first down.
3rd down and 1.
Get that first down, and boom.
They run once more.
Go. There we go. First down. All right, last timeout. Sweet.
Finishes the script.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just
under
40 seconds to go in the game.
Kneel the ball. Let the clock run down.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1 timeout.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second.
Why not? 1 second left of the clock. I'm gonna go for a field goal. I don't know. Just because. It's a 50-yarder. I don't know if it's going to work.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
I don't know if it's going to make it, but I don't care. Boom.
And the kick is good. So
wow, 50-yarder. Not bad. What a way to end the game.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
All right, not too bad. 2 wins, 1 loss over the weekend. Not a bad way to end the new year. Or
that'll do it for us. For
yeah,
Charles Davis,
not a bad way to start off the new year.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.
So, alright folks, I am going to call it tonight. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate you all being here. Hope you're enjoying this. Just a reminder, there will be no game stream tonight, Monday, January the 1st, 2024. There is college football game going on, and there is no scheduled NFL games. So I will be not streaming tonight. My next stream will be tomorrow, January 2nd at 10 p.m. I don't know if I'm going to do a game stream Thursday night. There is no NFL games scheduled at this time. My next scheduled game stream for Madden 24 will be Saturday night with a doubleheader. Then I will be live once again on Sunday night for the Miami Buffalo game. So y'all have a good night. Happy New Year to you all. Thank you so much for your continued support. You guys are awesome. Here is to another great year. Y'all have a great night. Be safe, be kind, love one another, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks again. Much love. Take care.